Well, we'll start with a look at our neighbourhood. Very nice German neighbours we had, and this is our house. Unfortunately, we don't have any video actually of our house itself, but it's slightly to the left of what you can see here. Typical 60s army quarter. This was our back patio with some reasonable garden furniture. We used to like having barbecues here. The garden was always pretty overgrown, as you can see here, or as some people would say, quite rural really. As far as the flower beds go, well, there were hardly any flowers in them, as you can clearly see here. We did, however, do a very nice line in ceramic garden pottery. And now here's Liz with a tour of the house.
So, here we are. This is the start of your guided tour of our house. This is our dining room. And if Simon just turns that camera over here, you'll see his mess, as usual. And if he turns it a bit more, you see Peggy. Now, we'll walk on down to the lounge, if you just follow me. And this is a shot of our shrink. This is our bed. This is our new bed that I bought when Simon's back was turned. And if you just leave the camera there, I'll get my knickers off. And that was a quick tour of our house. The reason I'm standing here is because I'm trying to hide all Simon's beer balls. Bye.
Have a look down here. These are almost done. As I
this
said,
is our neighbour Brian, who thinks he can barbecue. In fact, he can't. It's usually burnt. We can normally smell burning in our garden. Say hello, Brian.
It's all jealousy, you know. It's not true at all. I am, in fact, a very good barbecue. And look at this lemon. Don't do it to it.
all done, and we're going to eat it now. So I'm looking at your boobs. Well, I've seen worse things. Anyway, cheers, and that's a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
There will now be much drinking and dancing. Thank you. Hey!
My dear chap, thank you.
John Maud, John and Maud, first of all, first takers. Bags of it, bags of it.
Have become comfortably numb.
Just remember simongetier.net.org. Right? A hell of an org too.
Organ.
Large breasts! I said cheers.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, how nice.
I said here's to your ouzo. Get the ouzo.
Do a toast.
No, you're going to do the toast.
We're getting these for scene here.
Simon's introduction to Cyprus.
You just do this here.
He
We're just
is.
doing a little. Hey,
Wow, that looks good.
that's right. There's a dork at every party, isn't there?
Yeah, but less about yourself.
She just says a secondary reason to have some long distance visitors here tonight, not just to get pissed with us. It is because John and Maud, wherever they are,
Here they are.
John and Maud Harris are leaving us in a couple of weeks, having served not 20, but we're talking 24, right around the world. John and Maud Harris!
Well, say something worthwhile, you Welsh twat. Oh, there's one I won't be sending to my mum.
Now we're going to do a spot of fishing. First of all, meet my fishing buddy, Mike. From 1994, Mike and I would go fishing every Sunday and fish some beautiful spots, like the River Weser here. This bit of the Weser was particularly good for catching a weird German fish called the Nase, or in English, the nose. We never quite worked out what this bloke was doing by the side of the river. He seemed quite friendly though. This is my favourite spot, absolutely beautiful. Any fisherman will tell you the spot where two rivers meet is great for catching fish. So on the left, the River Weser, and on the right here, the River Werra, the one that ends up flowing through Hereford. It was a brilliant spot, and even if you didn't catch anything, the countryside was fantastic. Right, now come and have a look over this bridge here, because there's a weir that flows below it. Below a weir is another classic spot to fish, and we'd fished this bit of the River Werra at Bad Oeynhausen many times. This was our favourite swim, just below the weir, and you'd pull out big bream after big bream. I'd fish here, and Mike would fish a little bit further downstream here. And this gravelly bit of the River Weser at Flotto was classic barbel country. Mike and I once caught 16 in an hour and a half from this right-hand bank here.
Here we are at the famous Borlefsen Lake.
Borlefsen was a lake full of big fat roach. We used to catch loads, and if we weren't catching any, we used to see who could cast nearest to the jetties in the middle there. Great fun. Oh, he's got one. So that was our look at fishing in Germany. The only thing is, Mike and I could never understand why Liz and Angie wanted to stay in cooking Sunday dinner when they could have been fishing with us. That's life.
Just like to see all my bits and bobs. Look, I've got me bulbs. Look at me bulbs. You seen a pair like that before? They're massive, aren't they? Got me bowls. And I've got me tacky furniture. My IKEA tacky furniture with my tacky flowers. You get tacky flowers. My bed that I use on my own. Yeah, that's tacky and all.
Do some dancing.
No. What's that, cheese?
You can see it in your glasses.
Don't take that film with me.
And where are you now?
In a restaurant.
Yeah, and what country are you in? No. What's it called?
Germany.
Yeah, that's right.
Rolling overhead. I thought you were having a pig. I turned round, I heard this water dripping. From my recollection.
Lord live, he's gonna go away.
Why you just want to do that?
I've never said you about
Dave!
I'm gonna make myself disappear.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now watch this and I'll explain what's going on in a minute. The outside broadcast we'd done was at a kids' amusement park. One of the lads, the lad you saw there, realised that if you removed the safety mats from the kids' slide, and because it was wet and rainy, you could go an awful lot further than you were supposed to. You saw him overshoot the end of the slide there and go about 30 metres beyond. Watch what happens now. You see the big hamburger thing? That's actually a waste bin, and that guy really should not be putting it there. Watch what happens next. So there you are. You've just seen a typical post-outside broadcast BFBS party. Don't know how we survived them, really. Time for a night out with our mates Richard and Holly at the Ratskeller in Hereford. It's like an English pub, but with proper beer.
We've not taken any videos so far in the Ratskeller, and on the camera tonight we have well-known international expert Richard Hatch. Thank you, Richard. People around here think I'm doing this for TV. Looking.
So I'm getting it. Look at this. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Work with me. Work with me.
So are you going to take us on a tour tonight?
Yeah, we're going to go and Liz and Holly are going from here on their own. Richard and I go to the red light district. It's a red light
In Hereford?
Yeah. Well, it involves animals actually, but
that's quite alright.
Rather, yes, I won't say that.
Not having that goat again. It was underage. It was underage. It was a kid. Thank God I got the gag on camera. That's fantastic. That's got a decent mic, isn't it? We've got loads of family. Loads of friends.
Richard and Holly regularly appear on BFBS television in a show called The D-Files, which is what they're talking about next.
Well, of course, I don't know why I'm bothering to do this really, because we have here the stars of The D-Files.
Yeah, we can do this.
This is all we do.
Ready?
Remember, this is all we do on camera, ever. Cheers.
Do it again on this bit.
That's all we ever do. I got paid £200 for a weekend for doing that. Cheers. Do it again, it costs you £400. Cheers.
It's very good, isn't it?
Actually, I can learn that, you see. Actually, fuck it, let's make it 600 quid. Let's do it one more. Cheers. Retake 800. Cheers.
Our mates Mike and Angie by now have left Hereford and moved to Rheindahlen. So we travel across Germany to spend a weekend with them, and together we visit the German city of Dusseldorf. Right, just catch him up here. Now, somewhere along here, dear old Mike has seen a beggar, and he's not happy.
No, they've begged like... I mean, there's always been beggars.
Neptune.
Look, they let like, the water come out of those fountains. I bet it's nice to do that.
We see a church in the distance and decide we'd like to have a look inside. In case you haven't heard of it, Wireless for the Blind is the big annual BFBS charity event. We beg, borrow and steal stuff from manufacturers and companies and then auction and sell it on air to raise money to help blind people. They get specially adapted radio and cassette recorders. We even give away a car to a lucky listener who's bought a raffle ticket to add more money to the funds. Every member of staff gives up their weekend for nothing to work on Wireless for the Blind. And look, rather than me try and explain anymore, let's see it happening. Let's go to the studios.
BFBS Radio 1.
How about a Sony WM-FX487 Walkman? A Sony Walkman, spot sale item. It's a huge thank you to NAFI, providers of course of all the latest names in home entertainment.
It's been a while, but your smile always brightens up my day. I guess you know, because it shows, you can see it on my face. It's like you've put a spell on me, it's like you've captured me. Baby, this is how I feel. Oh, don't need the sun to shine to make me smile. Don't get me stuck outside, 'cause I got you. And though the rain may fall, no, I won't care at all. 'Cause baby, I know that I got you. Every day there's a change. You bring out the best in me. My inner soul is what you know. That is how you speak to me. You seem to understand. You know just who I am. And baby, this is how I feel. Oh, don't need the sun to shine to make me smile. Don't get me stuck outside, 'cause I've got you. And though the rain may fall, no, I won't care at all. 'Cause baby, I know that I got you. too shy to make me smile. Don't get me stuck outside, 'cause I got you. Baby, I got you. Though the rain may fall, no, I won't care at all. 'Cause baby, I know that I got you, I got you. Don't need to don't get me stuck outside, 'cause I got you. Baby, I got you. Though the rain may fall, I won't care at all. 'Cause baby, I know that I got you. Oh, I got you singing and it feels right. You got me feeling so good, so
Where we are at the Christmas Violence March, and we're all joining in, and
Your nose, definitely.
Liz and I are going soon, Holly. What are you going to miss about us?
Still his nose.
Your nose.
My big
Yeah,
nose.
your big nose.
It's got to be your nose, definitely. Your nose.
The nose!
Fucking hell, it must be the cold. I think, yeah, it has. It's gone bigger.
As you know, Mike, Liz and I are going soon. What will you most miss about us?
Well, I think that camera of yours, Simon.
And
the camera.
And
the camera.
His nose!
Why? Why do I have to do this? Why? Your nose, of course, your nose, I can see it.
I can't see anything, your nose is in the way!
Oh, hello there. Weird nose be covered with baggage allowance.
Claire, we're going soon. What will you miss most about us?
Nose, still his nose.
It's your hair, definitely, Simon.
Nose? Just turn sideways. A bit. I just want to get the stud in.
You got it?
oh, I'm here.
Very sharp there, Fresh. Please. Okay, so 3 eggnog, Simon, which one?
I'll have a Glühwein with rum, please.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
A smaller nose, I'd like.
Let's go round a
Do you want
bit.
another one?
Get you a jacket potato.